पाकिस्तान और पीओके में जिस तरह से हमारी आर्म फोर्सेस ने टेरर कैंप्स को नेस्त नाबूद किया है.
India launched Operation Sindoor, Indian military's precision against terror camps in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The 25-minute surgical mission executed between 1:05 a.m. and 1:30 a.m. on Wednesday night was India's direct and most devastating response to the April 22nd Pahalgam terror attack that claimed 26 innocent lives. Not only did India beat Pakistan's air defense at multiple locations at will, each strike had a pinpoint target. Each specific building was a terror hideout. Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, one of the two women officers who briefed the nation, said it ensured maximum impact with surgical accuracy. Under Operation Sindoor, the BJP has claimed that Abdul Rauf Azhar, younger brother of Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar, was among those eliminated in India's precision strikes deep inside Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. To drag the message home, the BJP posted Abdul Rauf Azhar's photograph with a bold stamp across it, eliminated. This is not just any terrorist. Abdul Rauf Azhar was a most wanted global jihadist, best known for masterminding the hijack of IC-814 in 1999, which forced India to release 3 dreaded terrorists, including his own brother Masood Azhar. He also played a key role in the 2001 Indian Parliament attack and the Pathankot airbase attack, leaving behind a trail of blood and terror. But this time, justice has been delivered. Every operation has been undertaken with the objective to deter, punish, or forestall cross-border aggression and especially state-sponsored terror by Pakistan. What follows is a detailed account of major Indian military operations conducted against Pakistan, the latest among them being Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor was initiated in the early morning of 7th May 2025 as a joint operation including the Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force. It targeted nearly 14 high-priority terror nests deep within Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Indian Air Force used Scalp cruise missiles and Hammer bombs through Mirage 2000s, Sukhoi 30s and Rafale aircraft, targeting training camps and launch pads of UN-designated terror groups Lashkar or LET and Jaish or JEM. A drone attack near Balakot wiped out a communication hub, killing 17 terrorists, while another missile reduced a terror camp near Muzaffarabad to rubble, killing 26 combatants. Navy's electronic warfare units and UAVs of the Andaman Naval Command assisted targeting. Reportedly, nearly 100 terrorists have been eliminated, marking it the most lethal Indian cross-border operation since 2019. Following the Pulwama suicide bombing in February 14, 2019, in which 40 CRPF personnel were killed, India had conducted Operation Bandar. On the 26th of February 2019, Indian Air Force Mirage 2000s and Sukhoi 30 MKI jets crossed into Pakistan. In Pakistani airspace, they released precision-guided bombs on a Jaish terror training camp at Balakot in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The integrated target was a large complex atop a hill amidst dense forests. The intelligence estimates and unofficial reports accounted for the strikes having neutralized between 250 and 300 terrorists, foreign fighters and trainers of suicide bombers. Despite Pakistan's denial of the damage, satellite images revealed bunkered down buildings and charred fields. A dogfight ensued the next day, with Wing Commander Abhinandan being captured and subsequently released soon after, taking the operation to a national event of a strategic nature. Following the Uri attack on September 18, 2016, in which 19 Indian troops were eliminated while they were sleeping by Pakistan-based infiltrators, India retaliated with surgical strikes along the line of control on the 29th of September. Special forces teams had traversed the LOC to enter Pakistan-occupied Kashmir's Hot Spring, Bhimber and Kale sectors, and then attacked 5 terror launch pads where terrorists had been getting ready for another infiltration attempt into India. Using stealth, night vision equipment and coordinated drone surveillance, the Indian commandos planted explosives and engaged in close-quarter combat. By dawn, 38 terrorists and 2 Pakistani handlers had been confirmed killed. All Indian commandos returned safely with 0 casualties. This operation marked a shift in India's doctrine from strategic patience to targeted retaliation. After the Indian Parliament attack on the 13th of December 2001, India initiated Operation Parakram, a large-scale military build-up along the western border. Close to 700,000 troops or 7 lakh troops were stationed along the India-Pakistan border from Jammu to Gujarat, especially in Rajasthan's Barmer and Jaisalmer regions and Punjab's Firozpur and Amritsar regions. Although Parakram fell short of an offensive, it generated severe diplomatic pressure on Islamabad. India maintained the line for almost 10 months, expecting international pressure on Pakistan to dismantle terror networks. The operation also revealed logistical challenges, however, and resulted in doctrine reforms, but also showcased India's restraint, though some termed it hesitation to escalate. In May 1999, Pakistani troops and militants crossed across the LOC and took over unmanned Indian posts in the Kargil region during winters, with the objective of cutting the Srinagar-Leh highway. India retaliated with Operation Vijay to oust the intruders. The gun battles between Indian and Pakistani troops occurred at high-altitude areas of Dras, Balatik, Tiger Hill and Tololing under extremely harsh conditions. Indian ground troops, aided by Mirage 2000 jets under Operation Safed Sagar, regained all key heights and peaks. The campaign took more than 2 months, concluding in July with a resounding Indian victory. Approximately 527 Indian soldiers and between 400 to 3,000 Pakistani soldiers and militants were killed. It's hard to know exactly because Islamabad did not accept the bodies of the troops who had died in battle. The war again redefined India's high-altitude warfare capabilities. Although not an invasion of Pakistani soil, Operation Meghdoot was an aggressive Indian military operation to capture the strategic Siachen Glacier in April 1984. Intelligence indicated Pakistan was about to take control, so India occupied important heights such as Bilafondla, Siala and Saltoro Ridge before Pakistan could reach there. The preemptive occupation placed India in the position of control at the world's highest battlefield, depriving Pakistan of a strategic initiative. Over the years, there have been many skirmishes, but India's tight control of Siachen still stands 4 decades on. During the 1971 Indo-Pakistan War, India launched 2 naval operations that devastated Pakistan's maritime infrastructure. On December 4th, Operation Trident saw INS Nipat, INS Nirghat and INS Veer launch a surprise night attack on Karachi harbour. The Indian Navy used Styx anti-ship missiles for the first time, sinking PNS Khyber, PNS Muhafiz and merchant vessels. Karachi's oil terminal was set ablaze. 4 days after that, Operation Python was conducted as a follow-up, again targeting fuel storage tanks and other ships. These operations drove the Pakistani Navy deep into its harbour and shifted the naval power balance in India's favour ever since. December 4th is celebrated as the Indian Navy Day even today. When India was struggling to free East Pakistan or present-day Bangladesh, Indian Army also kept the line in the western sector. Operation Cactus Lily commenced in Punjab and Rajasthan sectors, where the Pakistani push was blocked by Indian forces in Fazilka, Khemkaran and Longewala areas. A tiny post occupied by just 120 Indian troops chased away a giant tank attack launched by more than 2,000 Pakistani soldiers accompanied by 45 tanks. The Indian soldiers also had the support from IAF's Hunter jets at the Longewala battle. India's coordination on 2 fronts eventually resulted in the defeat of Pakistan in the east and the surrender of 93,000 Pakistani troops and the establishment of an independent Bangladesh. Pakistani forces started shelling Indian posts in the Kargil sector in the summer of 1965. In reply, the Indian Army initiated Operation Blaze, a limited operation to eliminate Pakistani forward posts in the area. Indian infantry and artillery advanced in Kargil and Dras, eliminating a number of enemy bunkers. Although not enormous in magnitude, Operation Blaze signified the start of a wider conflict that went on to end in the Indo-Pakistan War of 1965. India's naval retaliation during the same war was dubbed Operation Riddle. The operation was tasked with coastal defense, particularly along the areas of Mumbai, Okha and Kandla. Although the Indian Navy did not go on the offensive, it established the platform for more aggressive doctrines observed in 1971 later. Riddle emphasized greater assertiveness in maritime posture, which India embraced in subsequent decades. India's military history with Pakistan has shifted from traditional warfare to surgical precision, supported by sophisticated weaponry, satellite reconnaissance, and real-time battlefield coordination. From Siachen to Sindoor, all operations demonstrate a mixture of resolve and restraint. Where in the past India deployed lakhs of soldiers to fight conventional warfare, today it takes down terror infrastructure with targeted precision and fewer civilian casualties. Operations such as Sindoor, Bandar, and the surgical strikes of 2016 have cemented India's reputation as a contemporary military power, one which responds with aplomb when needed but sidesteps lingering escalations. Even as India's security challenges undergo change, its doctrine of deterrence does so as well, now characterized by haste, surprise, and strategic delicacy. Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.